Odds are, nobody in this room has ever heard of me or really knows anything about my story. In fact, many of you may be wondering why I'm up here speaking today.
The odds. They've never been in his favor. But that hasn't stopped 20-year-old Casey O'Brien from defying them.
I wanted to play football again, and I was not going to take no for an answer.
It turns out the odds have met their match. What possessed you to think that you could do this?
I don't know. I mean, I've kind of been the underdog for the last 5 years of my life, so it would just add to the story. Growing up, my entire life had revolved around sports. I was always going from one practice to the next. 6 years ago, I had a pain in my left knee that would not seem to go away. December 14th of 2013, I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, an extremely rare form of bone cancer.
He's like, I'll be okay, I'll be okay. And that was the hardest, because we knew it was a very serious situation. And he said, I'll be okay.
At 13 years old, I was told that I needed a full knee replacement and 9 months of chemotherapy, and that my football career was now over.
Doctors removed a softball-sized tumor from his knee, but in January of 2015, they discovered the cancer had now moved to Casey's lungs.
The odds flip on you when you get it the second time.
You know the numbers.
Yeah. Numbers are not fantastic.
Have you ever looked at what the numbers are, the survival rate?
No.
So if I had them right here, you would prefer me not to say them to you?
No. I was gonna battle cancer my way, and I want to take my life back. And I want to figure out a way to play football again. In my junior year of high school, I made my return to playing varsity football. In our season opening game, I held every extra point in a win and checked into the hospital for a week of chemotherapy the following morning.
That's what he had to look forward to. That was his goal. That's what got him up every day. No doubt in our minds, football has kept him alive.
Later, during Casey's junior year at Creighton Durham Hall High School in St. Paul, he overcame a third bout of cancer.
I ended up having a lung surgery and had like 60 stitches in my lung and 2 dislocated ribs, and played in our section game 8 days later.
When it came time for college, he chose Coach P.J. Fleck and the hometown Gophers, the only FBS program to medically clear him to walk on.
Why 13? When I sat down with him, I told him that I'm not coming to stand on the sideline, I'm coming here to play.
He's relentless. His response mechanism to what has happened to him is not really technically human.
The osteosarcoma was also relentless. In January of 2018, it returned for a 4th time. Casey underwent another lung surgery, but didn't miss a snap that spring.
Hey, let's go! Work on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Where are you on the depth chart right now?
Right now, I'm the number 3 holder behind 2 redshirt seniors.
You've never set foot on the field during a game?
Not yet.
We've always dreamed of, you don't want to do this, but faking an injury so he can run out there, or just, losing your helmet or something, crazy like that shouldn't really happen.
We've talked about it. I don't know.
You guys have?
I don't know if he'll do it, but we've talked about it a few times. We just got to prepare every day like I'm going to have a chance to play, and we'll get there when we get there.
Have you played it out in your mind at all?
Every night. It's played in my head 1,000 times.
Casey spent nearly 300 nights as a patient at the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital.
All right.
Now the redshirt sophomore spends his days there as a visitor and a reminder of what is possible.
Dear Casey, thank you for being an inspiration to me and for giving me hope. You are what you wear. Unreal. Love, Braxton. Ooh, I like it. This is awesome.
When you've been there, and you can look those children in those eyes they have and say, you know, never give up, don't ever give up. It's on a different level. It's on a different level. And he's so good with those young people. He's so good with those kids.
The wristbands.
Each one is for a different boy or girl or family that I've met in the hospital.
Of those 7 wristbands, are all of them alive?
No.
You knew those kids.
Yeah. It's not easy at all. I know that it definitely could be me in their shoes. I want them to know that when they watch a Gopher game on Saturdays that they're right there with me.
There's a reason why there's survival odds. And the reason why there's survival odds is that because someone beat it. And that ends up being Casey.
All the tests, scans, blood work, loss of hair, chemotherapy has all been worth it. Because I now know that tomorrow is not promised. My name is Casey O'Brien, and I am a walk-on placeholder at the University of Minnesota. I am also a 4-time cancer survivor. Thank you.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.